Gotta make sure what my Wiimote is attached correctly. Alright. Make sure everything's working good. Yeah, looks good. Welcome back to the series. Of course, we're Iron Man, all the Fire Emblem games. Today we are continuing our journey through Fire Emblem. What is this, 10? I think this is 10, right? The Radiant Dawn. Last time we lost a bunch of units, but we did not fail the playthrough, and that's all that matters. Oh, that's right. I stopped in the like part 1 of part 2 of this chapter. You can see how many units we're missing. Exactly 3. But yeah, part 2 of this chapter isn't really too bad. In fact, we get the Paragon skill, which is actually very valuable. Although it won't be staying on the Dawn Brigade, but still pretty nice. Does it need any item updates? Probably not. This is like a 2-part chapter, so you don't actually go back to the base. You just go straight here. We do have that robe. I'm still not really sure what to do with that robe. Because I do kind of want to try to make Jill work, but I'm kind of worried about Micaiah and a certain chapter that we have yet to do. This is an Iron Man, however, or I was actually just playing ROM hack that I've been playing for I've been uploading to YouTube, and that's not an Iron Man. In fact, I've been sort of scumming save states a little bit because the hard mode of the hack is very challenging, and I gotta get like back into the mindset of this is an actual Iron Man and to play safe. Not that I don't play safe on that, but you know, it's a little different. The first turn of this chapter can be a little challenging because, as you can see, there's a ballista pointing right at Nolan's face, which we don't love. Now in this game, bows are not effective against wyverns, only against Pegasus Knights. So I'm trying to think of how we can do this. How much movement does Tyranio have? 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But nobody can go here. Well, how much movement do you have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I can do that and that. Yeah, that works. It does mean that, well, actually I could do that and then Tyranio kills this guy. That could work. That could work. How much movement do I have? I have 8. I have 15 speed. This guy's 14. Jesus. That has a lot of speed. Volug, I think, can probably kill this guy's 10 defense. So that's a 15. Yeah. So I kill that guy, and then we figure out a way to kill that guy. That could work. How much movement do you have? 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is it better? Because how much movement do you have? 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, maybe better to do this. Because you have 8. Yeah. I might be slightly better. And then, I don't know, maybe Leonardo can help. We'll figure it out. Be alright. I don't know. What's the worst that could happen? Okay, so that means Tyranio. I could just set this kill. Is that better? How much does Soth do? Soth can survive all this, right? How like scary are these guys? Wind Edge. That's 20. I have like plus 10 plus defense, right? Yeah, Soth should be fine. Soth is like, I don't want to say invincible. He's kind of a typical like early Jagan. Like he's got good health, solid defense. He's not invincible, but he, you know, you don't have to worry about him too much. All right, what is the range of these guys? 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ooh, so they can both get to me if I move over here. That's a little scary, and I don't have a healer. And my biorhythm's terrible, so I'll probably get hit there. Yeah, I don't love that. 13. My hit isn't even that good, though. Okay, hypothetically, that could work. I guess we'll start there. Okay, well, I did say hypothetically. Yeah, these guys both being able to reach this spot does make this very dangerous for Zark. Zark has 13 defense. So he can take both the hits, but he needs to not take a hit from this guy. So Tyranio needs to go here because I think just walling off these fellas is just so important. So we'll do that right away. Micaiah can kill that guy. I need to figure out a way to kill this guy. 57? Ugh. Everyone's biorhythm is like, even Volug's is. I I could keep this guy alive and just put no. Yeah, that could work as long as everybody can take a hit. I have 5 defense. All right. Well, Leonardo can't. What a surprise. 63. It's just so bad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, that's good. God, it's just so bad. Well, Micaiah needs to do this. That we can start here because this is definitely happening. Jesus Christ. You can see how scary it is for Micaiah to ever see like any combat. Not only does she get one shot, but she gets doubled. That's not a good combination. But whatever. So I can keep that guy alive, but then I can't let Leonardo or Micaiah get attacked, which is... I have 3 defense. I also can't let her get attacked. Okay. I guess I could keep this guy alive, but I don't really know how strong... Oh, it shows it. It has 18 might. Does that mean... Hold on. Does that might... Huh. Well, he can just get off and attack Micaiah, so that doesn't actually work. Let's see if this hits. If one of these misses, we're in a really bad spot. God, everyone's buy rhythm is just so dog shit. Okay, that's good. Radiant Dawn? What's up, Blue Island? The early game here is definitely annoying, especially with the biorhythms. Like everyone just has low biorhythm. Jeez. I guess if I could, can you take a hit here? How much damage does the Hark take here? I think it's only like 13 or something. Yeah. How much does he take here? 10? Okay, let's do this. This could work. I just need to protect Micaiah and Leonardo. Okay, that's good. Future teacher. Well, the strategies, I know the strategies that you utilize, I don't think would really work on an Iron Man. I think that's for sure. Can, I get doubled though, right? No, I don't. 11 defense. Okay, so he can also, okay, this is good. So you go here, then Jill can definitely take a hit, right? I'd be pretty shocked if she couldn't. Yeah, don't get doubled or anything. Can you go all the way around? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, but we can do this, and then this, and then Ileana just get out of here. Okay, we should be good, I think. Hornet Hares, at this rate, they'll breach our lines before we can stop them. I have no choice. You, bring out the prisoners. I'm scared. Please don't hurt me. Lord Leverton, exactly what are you planning to do? This so-called Liberation Army is forcing me to sacrifice this boy. Help! Is forcing me to sacrifice this boy. No, Micaiah. Fight, and these people will be executed right now. Surrender, and they will be spared. Everyone, throw down your weapons. You have a feeling, don't you? Got it. We'll follow your instinct. Haha, wise choice, girl. Well, no more need of these prisoners, is there? Kill them all. No. Our near Iron Man fruit. I'd like to. It'd be interesting to try maybe, but I mean, you might just have the whole game like so, you know, so down to a science that you'd be all right. But I don't know. What do you think you're doing? I'll have nothing to do with you and your monstrous tactics. I mean, in my experience, most of Radiant Dawn really isn't that bad. It's just a Dawn Brigade. It's just a stupid Dawn Brigade. To betray us after all, Murado has never been known for holding its faith. You'll die like the rest. A troop of Dayan cavalry just mutinied. Is this... What the f... Dude, there is an ant... Okay, get out of here, man. A troop of Dayan cavalry just mutinied. Is this what you sensed? Yes. We, now we must reinforce them and help save the hostages. I don't know where that ant even came from. Beastbane plus Bowgun. I mean, that seems like a pretty good strategy. My only problem with using a strategy like that is that Nolan's defense doesn't always hold up that effectively. But offensively, that's very strong. Well, I didn't even realize I was getting the support from Micaiah, but that's actually pretty useful here. I'm trying to think about how many chapters we are away from the Micaiah alone chapter. We do the prison one after this. Then I think you do the swamp. Then I think you do it, if I remember correctly. Something like that. Dude, Soth is destroying these people. Oh my god. There's so many calves. Alright, he's attacking Aaron, but unless I looked at it wrong, Aaron shouldn't get doubled here, so... I mean, he's taking a big chunk, but that's okay. Yeah, okay, we're good. We are chilling. Well, they can attack Volug all they want. Oh, yeah, that's fine. I usually do that a lot with Nolan. I haven't trained Nolan that much on this playthrough, but I usually do that a lot with Nolan. Because, yeah, you can just, like, one-shot any Lagoos you want. Which is very beneficial. Okay. So... looks like kill for Jill. Maybe a kill for Makai here as well. I gotta set it with somebody. Oh, sure. Now our biorhythms go up. Doesn't need. No, that's the nice thing, right? Is because the might just comes from the crossbow, so you don't need anything. The Toro string player phase. Yeah, which is nice, but it's just his defense that always concerns me because he takes so much damage. You don't really need to help the Murado Knights, I don't think. I mean, we could. I mean, if Fiona dies, I believe it is a game over condition, but I don't think I've ever seen Fiona die. I don't know what the odds of Fiona actually dying are. I don't, unless I'm mistaken, I don't think I've ever seen her die here. I might like shove Micaiah here. To get my support. Oh, sorry. I just bumped the mic with my hat. I have 5 hits left. That's kind of unfortunate. Is Fiona dead? Knocks on wood. I want to say one of our playthrough attempts, Fiona was like kind of close to dying, but I don't think I've ever actually seen her die. Yeah, knocks on wood is yeah. I'm always concerned when I say stuff like that because it definitely seems like now's the time, right? But hopefully it doesn't happen. This one, at least, I've never seen happen. I've seen, like, Jill die a lot and stuff, but yeah, this one I've never seen happen. Could be the time. I could send Volug over there. I don't hate that. Maybe Volug can help. I don't think Volug's going to do too much on the left side. Don't face Ashura's Wrath? I really don't. You know, actually, this was not... Okay, that's good. Sure, just do the consistent thing. I should have done this with Jill immediately because I didn't realize that the hit was going to be that good. If Jill would have missed there... I guess actually I would have boxed in the calf, so it wouldn't have been that bad, but it might have been a little sketchy. Whatever. It's a good level up. If Jill can get enough speed to start like consistently doubling, she's going to be really strong. I could Master Seal Jill. I think by the end of this part, if Jill hasn't promoted naturally, I'll probably just end up Master Sealing her. And maybe Nolan too. Although I don't know how many Master Seals I have. I don't know. Although I think the Master Seals sell for a bunch, so I think you usually want to trade them to the Mercs, but... Yeah, I wanted the support, because I think the support gives a decent amount of avoid, so this just makes this, like, very inconsistent for the enemy. And yeah, we've talked about it before, but keeping Ileana alive is pretty darn useful. Oh, is it to Master Seal her? That might be, yeah. It's just the thing is, at this point, like, we don't really need extra combat on the Dawn Brigade until part 3 chapters. So I think I'm gonna wait and see if I can't get her a level or 2, but she was a 2H. Okay, well, yeah, you have very specific strategies. I'm just out here playing it by ear. But yeah, obviously if the strategies are every single turn. But yeah, for us, I'm thinking we can maybe get her a couple levels. Can't leave anything up to chance. It's true. That's true. Which is funny because Iron Mans are kind of the kind of the opposite of that, but yeah, we'll see. I definitely like, as much as we've been getting. Are you fucking kidding me? So remember when I said I've never seen Fiona die? Bro, there's no way. There's no way. She died in the first attack. Bro. I like that she said, Lady Micaiah, I've given you everything. Fiona, you didn't give me anything. Bro, there's no way. What are the odds of that? I didn't realize that guy had crit. Does he have like a killing edge or something? Bro. I can't believe I said I've never seen Fiona die. That's so lame. Murphy's Law in full effect there. Dude, that guy must attack Fiona like every time, right? I never go up there. What are the odds of that? What do we do now? Oh, I'm gonna start over. I want to at least get out of the Dawn Brigade. Dude, what are the fucking chances? How much crit can that guy have? It can't be that much. My Shadow Dragon Iron Man playthrough. No. I'll give it at least one more try. It'll be faster at least because I can skip the dialogue this time. Here, let me change the title of the dude, there's no way. You know what it was? It was cause I was like, yeah, we should meme and train Fiona. Wouldn't it be fun to train Fiona? And Fiona was like, she like shit herself. She couldn't handle the pressure of being trained. She didn't even want to be recruited. Oh man, that sucks. I can kill here, right? Yeah, I'm trying to remember how chapter 1 works. Bro. Is a Harkins volley to the right side? But like that's basically what I was doing, I guess. But the thing is, I don't think there's any way, like no matter how you move turn 1, I think that's guaranteed, right? Because that was turn. Because like, okay, so let's say you have Volug movement as max movement, then you have Volug kill the soldier. That Myrmidon is still alive. Oh, reset the death total. Thank you. I should do that. I'm pretty sure that was a guaranteed game over. Like, I don't think there's anything I could have done to stop that. Hey, no deaths. That's something. I think that was just like guaranteed. I wonder what the crit there is. It's got to be like tiny, right? I can't. What is? Hold on a minute. I'm kind of curious here, actually. Give me 1 second. Radiant Dawn. What is Fiona's base luck? It's 7. Yeah, I wonder how much crit that guy had. We're back to chapter 1. We're back to the prologue. I wonder how much crit that guy had. I mean, obviously it was more than 7. We can confirm that, but how much does like a Myrmidon have? Unless he has a killing weapon, but I've never seen him crit, so I feel like he doesn't. How much crit does Edward have right now? Let me see. I have 10 crit with 11 skill. Okay. So you probably did have a decent amount of crit, to be honest. Actually, yeah, whatever. We back to chapter 1. Because Fiona trolled me. Look, I changed the stream title to Fiona trolled me, alright? So people will understand. What, 2 people can get to me? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do you have 6 movement or 5 movement? Just 5. Okay. Man, I should not have said Fiona's never died. God damn it. We even got the good Jill RNG. We even got through the Jill chapter. And it just didn't matter. Watch Jill troll, you know, I know, that's what I'm worried about. Like, we even got the good Jill RNG. We got lucky with Jill, and yet make a knock on wood. Oh my god. Losing to something that isn't Jill in the Dawn Brigade. Well, it's not even just Jill. We have to get through the whole first chapters where everyone's a game over condition. I don't know how many times I'll do it. We'll see. I'd like to get out of the Dawn Brigade before I move on to Shadow Dragon at the very least, but if Fiona wants to just kill herself, that might not be in the cards. I can survive 2, right? 11. Yeah. I remember last time we did this, it really deteriorated. Like, I had so many resets. But that time I was really invested in actually finishing Radiant Dawn. Like, I do want to finish a run, but because we've already done one, I'm not as desperate. Kind of like Path of Radiance. I can't believe she died. Oh, man. On the bright side, because it's important to look at the bright side of life, right? The one good thing I will say about this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay. The one good thing I'll say about this is that the big reason that I do these Ironmans, I mean, they're fun, but also I like to experience every part of the games. I think it's, you know, knowledge is good and it's fun to know more about the games. And like I said before, I've never seen Fiona die there. So, I mean, that is information I now have. There's always that. One, two, 3, 4, 5. Okay. I'm gonna sacrifice. I don't think I need to because I think Edward can take 2 hits, but whatever. I now am aware that Fiona can troll you on that chapter. So that's something. So how many units? So that is the 3rd ally unit in this game that has trolled me on a playthrough. There's Jill, there's Fiona, and there's Tabarn. I think that's it. I don't think anybody else has. Apparently, if there's a green unit in this game, they will troll me at some point. That's what I've come to understand. Well, good Edward level up. On the plus side, both Edward, Meg, and Laura, who are all, you know, characters I want to use, are alive, so that's good. I should really make like a list of all the green units in Fire Emblem history that have trolled the shit out of me. What is this? It's like, well, Tabarn I guess was a yellow unit, but it's like Fiona, Tabarn, Jill, not Janaf, Jafar. Is there anybody else? I guess most of the trolling green units are from this game, huh? Weird coincidence there. There's probably another unit I'm just not thinking of. I mean, I may as well let him hit. Well, he's gonna vulnerate. You know what? If a 95 misses, then fuck me. Nice. Well, I think we've already seen a better Edward level up than we saw last time, so that's good. Those FE4. Oh, yeah. Those are, yeah. I know what you're talking about. It took me a minute to remember it. Yeah. Those guys are ass. Yeah, those ones are really bad. At least that one's not a game over. But yeah, as far as green units trolling, they're up there. They're like pretty decent units, but yeah, they just do the dumbest shit. And they like follow you around. I don't think there's any way to like get them to not be stupid. Okay, I want to do this, but I don't want to attack, right? I'm trying to remember exactly how this is done. Yeah, I think that's the best. And then you have what, 5 movement? 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so I want to go here. Okay. Green units are always so weird. The green units in Fire Emblem 4 especially are stupid, I think, because at least this game it's hard mode. In that game, there's not even any hard mode. They're just, you know, stupid. So I've been playing this Fire Emblem hack, and I've been playing it on hard mode, and you can tell that the game maybe isn't the most tested thing in the world, because I was playing a chapter and these 3 green units showed up, and they're like defending this like small village, and one of the green units, who's like a promoted unit, literally got one-rounded turn 1 of the chapter by an enemy. I get one shot and I can't kill? Yeah. So if I heal Nolan, I'm gonna have to heal Nolan, obviously. I wish, man, if Makai could kill this, that would be ideal. I guess Edward can kill here. No, it's called Fire Emblem Host of the Dark. It's funny, there was 3 green units protecting this village. One of them got one-rounded, literally turn 1. And then the second one, I think they both died by the end of turn 2. Definitely the other one was dead by the end of turn 2. He got one-rounded as well. And then I think the other guy also died by the end of turn 2. Now, thankfully, they weren't game over conditions. So I just said, fuck it, and I didn't care that they died. But yeah, it's kind of funny. So the problem here, I wish Makai had one more magic. She gets one-rounded. If she didn't get one shot by the javelin guy, this wouldn't be so bad, but unfortunately she does. So I can heal Nolan, but then Nolan could die because 8 plus 8, and then this guy can attack him and this guy can attack him. I'm really not sure what to do here. I could back up. The problem with backing up is that like you have to escape in 10 turns, so I may not be able to do it within the 10 turns. Also, still, even if I back up, it's kind of dangerous. And maybe we back up. I can't really think of a better way to do this. It's just not safe to do it the way it's currently positioned. And then this guy doesn't move, so I can sacrifice. Specifically to reverse playstyle. That's what I'm kind of getting with the hack that I've been playing, because it doesn't feel like it's particularly balanced for hard mode. Which I don't know. Maybe going into a hack and the first time you play it playing on hard mode is just like a mistake, but it does kind of stink because you know I want to play it on hard mode, but because it is crazy. Like the last chapter I did, I mean, I was basically save scumming it. Like, it's just, man, there's like tons of, the maps are like really open. There's like tons of reinforcements. All the enemies are ridiculous. Like there's a lot of flying enemies who can like reach your team, like everyone on your team. It's a lot. It's quite a bit. I don't know how I like it, to be honest. Did we get Exodiad? So Mark, we were playing the last chapter we were on, which was the chapter where we recruit Fiona, and literally the turn after Fiona became a green unit, our Myrmidon one-shot her with a crit. So yeah, that's where we're at. Yeah, exactly. That's what I was kind of thinking. I assume it's like balance form, and I get it, right? Like the people that make hacks put so much effort into that stuff. You know, I'm definitely not like blaming them or anything. I understand that you probably like, you know, balance for normal mode and then just do whatever you do for hard mode. You like bump up the enemy stats or whatever, and then you call it a day. But it is like much, you know. It is a bit much. No surprise there. Dude, she died. I'm pretty sure, I'm like almost 100% sure there was nothing we could do. Like she literally died the turn after she became a green unit. Like I don't think even under any strategy you could get a unit over there to kill the Myrmidon that killed her. And she got one shot crit, like. Yeah, it's fine. Oh yeah, for sure. Balancing is really difficult. And that's kind of one of the things that I've noticed for the hack that I'm playing is it's very like, it just uses like a lot of different enemy types. They're like everywhere, and I don't know. It feels, again, like I don't want to say lazy because, you know, somebody, the creator obviously put a ton of effort into the hack, but The hard mode you can definitely tell is, you know, kind of put on at the end. Oh, we missed an 81? Is that what we're doing now? We're a little behind here, huh? It's already turned 5. Yeah. That little thing I had to do wasn't great. Yeah, I guess we'll just heal and run this back. I wish I had a hand axe. That's the thing about Nolan before he gets his hand axe. Man, you just wish Nolan had a hand axe. But the true ending is locked behind hard mode. Yeah, that's kind of weird. That kind of stinks. Although I guess FE6 has, I mean, it's not locked behind hard mode, but kind of has something like that. But so died. No, not so. Not so. So what happened was we were on the Fiona chapter. Fiona became a green unit. Literally the turn after she moved, a Myrmidon critted her and she died. That's what happened. Oh, I didn't even realize the hand axe was in this. I could have just gotten the hand axe. I didn't even realize it was in that village. So that's what happened to us. Fiona decided that she no longer wanted to be a part of this world, and she is now deceased. They're hex lazy when I finish my own. Yeah, that's it. I totally agree. I would never call it lazy, you know. But in retrospect, and I haven't done a hack in a very long time. In retrospect, as I do more hacks, I may stick to normal mode and not do the hard mode anymore because it's a lot. So we can use Leo for the start, right? Do you think that's the fix, is to use Leo? That's why we failed. We weren't using Leo enough. I suppose that's true. We can use Leo from the start now. I mean, Leo's about to kill this guy, so. To be fair, our Leo last time was utter dog shit. I mean, he didn't get one good level up. So maybe if he decides to be better, that'll help us. I wonder if this guy will move if I do this. I suppose I could do this. Yeah, I could do this. It's funny, actually. I was so on that chapter, I was saying, you know, Fiona's a green unit. I'm pretty sure she's a game over condition, but I've never seen her die. And then Blue Island was in here, and he said, "Knock on wood." And I have now seen Fiona. I've never seen Fiona die in that chapter. Throughout all my attempts at hard mode Iron Mans, I've never seen Fiona die. And now I have. So at least I learned something today. Fiona can absolutely die. But for hard mode instead of scale, yeah. I think that probably works a lot better, but that seems a lot more like you have to do a lot more, but that seems better. It's just tough. Like definitely when, like I said, when that when the green unit that showed up got literally one-rounded on turn 1, like given where you spawn, I could have killed the ranger that one-rounded them. So it wasn't like impossible for me to save them, but definitely like watching multiple green units get one-rounded, I was like, okay, I think maybe this isn't. But you get that. I mean, you talk about like hacks doing that. Even normal Fire Emblem doesn't balance their hard modes. It feels, you know, like it's really hard to balance that stuff. It's a matter of when. Look, Fiona can die as long as it's after her recruit chapter, okay? I have definitely seen Fiona die before, just not on that chapter. If Fiona wants to die on like the prison chapter after she's recruited, by all means, you know. Just please not on the chapter she's recruited. Please not on the game over condition. FE12 is, which one is FE12? Isn't that one, isn't that Heroes of Light and Shadow? Or whatever it's called. Because this is 10, yeah. That one I've never played, although that one's like crazy, isn't it? Yeah, people really like Conquest in the Fates games, from what I've heard. Okay, that sounds good. You just need to heal. This is Chris. Okay, yeah. I attempted. This guy doesn't move. Like even if I do this, I don't think so. I have attempted one Iron Man of that game, and I didn't make it out of the prologue, so I also cannot speak to it. But at least on this series, I do plan to do it. Who has the hand axe right now? You do. Okay. So no, he does move. I'm dead. Oh no! For some reason I could have sworn he didn't move. Oh, I don't. Wait, we're good. Wait, what the fuck? Okay. Okay. You know what's funny is there's a chapter in part 2. Speed of I don't think she's gotten a speed level up though. I don't know. There's the chapter in part 2, if anyone knows what I'm talking about, the first one where you do Joffrey's team. The boss of that chapter moves, and I didn't realize that, and I actually lost the playthrough to him moving. Wait, she only has, how much does he get weighed down? He gets weighed down by 4, which puts him at 10, which is exactly enough not to double me. Holy shit, that's crazy. Yeah, we take those. How do I kill this guy? I guess Leo. Do you hold down a speed? I don't know. Is he not supposed to have 14? 14 seems pretty high. I feel like that's how much he's supposed to have, but I don't know. That was crazy lucky. Another great level up for Leo. Love it. I should, like I said, I should have known this boss moves, because that boss moves and I didn't realize it. And that's even that guy's a sword master, so he's even kind of like a Myrmidon. I should have realized. For some reason in my mind, I remember doing this and him not moving, because I think he doesn't move unless you like actually attack him, then he starts moving. Okay, so you can attack Leo but not kill him, so just heal. I'll like escape next turn. We have one more turn. Yeah, speed is huge on Micaiah. God, Nolan has missed like 3 attacks this chapter. I still can't believe Micaiah didn't get doubled there. That's insane. Look at Nolan get doubled by everyone. All right, let's get the hell out of here. Jesus. Yeah, that was a tricky version of that chapter because we had a couple Nolan misses. The early game of this reminds me a little bit of the early game of Fire Emblem 7. I guess it's like most Fire Emblem early games, but it's like the hit isn't that consistent, and if you miss 1 or 2 at the wrong moment, you can find yourself in a really bad spot. Like you can have it down to a science and you can do it pretty consistently, but if you miss a couple of attacks that you don't expect to miss, yeah, you can find yourself in a very bad spot. FE7, yeah, I guess that's a bad example. When I say FE7, I'm mostly only referring to the very first Hector hard mode chapter, because that is a good point. Once you have Marcus, it's pretty irrelevant. But the very first Hector hard mode chapter, it's really not bad. But if you miss if Hector misses 2-ish attacks, you can find yourself in a really, because it's very tempo-y, or like one thing leads to another, you know, like you need to get this vulnerate at this point, you need to kill this guy at this point, and if you fall behind because Hector misses a 70% or 2, it can be really bad. Yeah, exactly. As long as you can hit pretty consistently, but it comes down to a point where there's a couple of attacks that really need to hit. Like when you're attacking the archers, there's a couple of times where you really need to hit, otherwise you're in a really sketchy spot. And of course, Fire Emblem 6 is probably the best example of this, where the early game, you have Marcus in that game, actually, ironically enough. You can get away with a lot in that game, but you can't get away with everything, and you can find yourself in very sketchy spots depending on hit rates. And obviously the we all know how Fire Emblem 6 is with hit rates. Very questionable. All right, I'm gonna do this. The fact that Nolan doesn't get doubled here is actually pretty nice. I think I rolled kind of high, because normally Nolan gets doubled by sometimes multiple of these guys. So I think they all rolled like down on speed. Stop using everything that isn't a sword? That's true. That is true. Dude, swords are so good in that game, actually. That is true. Although, especially when you're fighting like Myrmidons and stuff, even swords sometimes won't give you enough hit rate. At least if you're using swords, you're looking at like 80s and stuff, but sometimes even those miss. Hello, Soth. This is chapter 1. I suppose that sounds, yeah, like you said, that sounds very unlikely. Because you have Marcus on that chapter. I feel like, yeah, that some really weird shit's gotta happen. Basically, just try to not use characters like Wade or Lot in combat at all if you could avoid it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, should be good then. But yeah, most of those chapters, they're still not too bad. But like chapter 3, for example, I think it's chapter 3, the one where you recruit Rucker, because obviously this is before you get Rucker, using Marcus with the Silver Lance to like, because those calves are so strong. And like his hit's pretty good. It's like 70s or 80s. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So you're pretty good, but if he misses like 1 or 2 attacks or maybe a couple more, you can be in oh sorry, chapter 4. And then like against the nomads as well, the hit rates are not very good. That's one where you can find yourself in a really sketchy spot. Yeah, 4 can be really tough. Now you can also turtle on 4, to be fair. Although you miss out on obviously the houses, which is the Seraphim, which is pretty important. And also then like recruiting Rucker becomes kind of problematic, but you can turtle that a little bit more. But yeah, that one's tough. And then obviously chapter 7 is, you know, chapter 7 is chapter 7. But you can still get, especially if you work with supports, you can get some pretty consistent stuff in chapter 7. I actually had a playthrough of chapter 7 where I needed Lance. I needed either Lance or Alan to hit like an 80-ish% on like a Myrmidon so I could turn to recruits Zealot and Trek, and they like both missed, and the playthrough just collapsed from there. That was unfortunate. Yeah, it's not, I mean, the nice thing about the chapter is, again, you can turtle, and it's not that big of a time commitment. Like you can get away with a lot. Marcus can take his time. But yeah, if you miss a couple, you can be in a bad spot. Godward, it seems that way, right? This is a much better Edward than we had last time. Last time our Edward was, I don't want to say struggling for speed, but he didn't get speed as consistently as this one. And it seems weird to say, but you actually do need like a lot of speed in this game, especially early on. Yeah, chapter 7 can be really funky, and that isn't even to mention like, actually the Wyverns are another good thing where hit rates become a problem, because you can actually get some pretty good combat out of like Sue or Walt or Dorothy, who can deal big damage to the Wyverns, but you're only looking at like 70% at the most. So that's another situation where things can get really complicated depending on your luck with hit rates. But yeah, that's just Fire Emblem 6. You kind of just got to you know, play it by ear and figure it out. I'm hoping for Godward though. That'd be dope. That'd be dope. Hopefully I don't just suicide him to 2 tigers like last time. I feel confident in my ability to not do that because I'm usually pretty good at that chapter, but last time was questionable. Yeah, Luke can be good. Zealot Marcus can be good, yeah. Zealot Marcus, that's the thing about those wyverns though. It's like Zealot Marcus, Lou, like you said, and then some kind of archer thing. But other than that, it's tough to find people who can actually fight those wyverns. I mean, 13 hit is pretty dog shit, but it's still a chance. So I don't really want to do that. Just do that. I'll let Leo do that. Oh, actually, wait a minute. Shouldn't have full health. I didn't even realize that. Yeah, Rucker can be good, especially if you can proc a lucky crit, and Locke can deal some pretty big damage. The problem that I always have with the wyverns, and the nice thing is you can make it so you only actually like, you obviously have to fight all 3 wyverns in the end, but you don't actually have, you only have to actually like, oh shoot. Do I get doubled? Oh, I don't. Okay, good. You only actually have to fight like 1 wyvern, like you only have to aggro 1 wyvern, I should say, at the beginning. But the problem is, like, if you do the turn 2 recruit of Zealot and Trek, you end up in this like really awkward spot where he tends to go over the houses and stuff. So if he was more like out in the open, it'd obviously be a lot easier, but because he's a wyvern, he tends to fly in spots that make it very tedious to deal with him. But you can make it at least like kind of consistent. But yeah, Lou is a good one. Lou can be very good. I actually love mages in Fire Emblem 6. Just because like that ability to hit for res, especially in the late game when you're fighting a lot of wyverns, and the ability to have like consistent hit. Archers actually, some kind of good archer unit can go a long way in that game. Silly Knights are bad. At least the one nice thing about that is that Zealot's actually like a decent, like competent combat unit, and you can use like Zealot Marcus and then like Lance Allen to actually hold up like a pretty good wall. It just kind of depends, like I said, on where the wyvern decides to end his turn, because you can be in some very awkward spots depending on like if he's on a house or something. Yeah, I think Noah's pretty good. I would agree. I think Trek's atrocious. I think everyone would agree with that. But I think you can deploy Noah on most of like the Isles chapters and be like totally competent. He usually dies. Trek is a pretty good defense growth, which can be nice. But I feel like, so Trek reminds me a lot of Lowen from Fire Emblem 7, and I love Lowen in Fire Emblem 7, but the nice thing about Fire Emblem 7 is you don't need that strong of offensive stats. Defense is more important. Whereas it's kind of the opposite of Fire Emblem 6. So a character like essentially Lowen, I think gets hurt a lot more in that game than in Fire Emblem 7. You Lowen? Oh, I love Lowen. I'm a Lowen lover. I'm a Lowen stan. I'm a huge Lowen fan. But whether you like him or not, he's that type of character works a lot better in Fire Emblem 7 than Fire Emblem 6. Yeah. Okay, you go over here. Yeah. So I have 10 luck, and you have 11 crit. Don't love the 1 crit. We can probably wait on that. Leo, just kind of sit there. Yeah, it should be fine. Strength. Yeah, it's just that like you need a lot of speed. Also, I think part of the problem is, part of what makes Lowen so good is that if you don't play Lin mode, the starting calves kind of blow. Whereas in that game, Lance and Allen are like so much stronger, I think. Never just shit in my runs. Yeah, I get it. I understand. I like Lowen just because I'm a huge fan, especially when I do Ironmans, of like consistency, and defense kind of equates to consistency. But Lowen's offensive growth, I think his strength skill and speed growth are all 30%, which is really kind of pathetic. And even though the enemies aren't that strong on Fire Emblem 7, you'll really feel it. And if you get even a little bit unlucky with Lowen, you're gonna have a shitter on your team for sure. It's hard, yeah, exactly. What Caskin's saying, I think, is a really good point. I have a good Lowens, bad Lowen. It's hard to get excited about Lowen. Yeah. At 8 range, I think that's where he really excels, because he does the two stats that he's really consistent in is HP and defense, and I think his res is also okay, and that goes a long way at just being like a brick wall. But offensively, he never gets there, or at least I shouldn't say never. Sometimes you get lucky, but. Sets were still way worse than my level 1 Marcus. Yeah. Yeah, like, yeah, it's rough. Yeah, exactly. I think that's a really good point, Caskin. I would agree with that. I think Lowen serves a really nice role because early game Fire Emblem 7 is like all about bulk and defense, and the fact that you have Marcus Lowen and then kind of Hector, who are free, and then to add Lowen onto that gives you like a really strong core. Why did you get strength? What the fuck? Okay. Gives you like a really strong core of defensive units that that can help you out a lot in the early game. I didn't actually know that guy moved. But yeah, after that point, the Dragon's Gate is usually when I start to feel it, because even though he offers great defense, you really want some decent offense in the Dragon's Gate, because you want to push through that initial place so you can get to the top left. And that's where Lowen really starts to show how crappy he is offensively, because he just cannot get through that stuff. At least not efficiently enough to where you want it. Yeah, exactly. And Lowen, like, his bases are good, and he'll immediately, like, his HP in particular is very consistent. So you can get a lot out of him very quickly, which is really really beneficial. I didn't realize that soldier actually moved. I have 7 luck. That's even worse. So can you just kill this guy? I'm a little bit scared of him like critting me. I've watched one Myrmidon crit and end my run today. I'd like to not watch another one. That would be great. But yeah, I think, like I said, I value offensive classes that get good like defense and HP like really highly. So maybe a little bit too highly, to be honest. So my rating of Lowen is probably a little bit higher than it should be, but it just makes your life so much easier if you play Ironmans to have like a good defense unit like that. He's getting insane. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I think that's one of the other big benefits of Lowen. Like, if you do Lin mode, then Lowen kind of sucks, right? Because then all you have to do is wait a little bit and you get to, you know, 1 or 2 just absolutely outstanding calves for your team. But if you don't do Lin mode, then okay, then I don't die to that guy. I'll wait one more turn. If you don't do Lin mode, then Lance and Allen, like, or sorry, Kent and Sane really kind of stink. So then Lowen goes is much stronger. And that's why when I was making when I actually did my most recent tier list for Fire Emblem 7, I was doing it with Lin mode in mind. And it's hard to say that like Lowen is worse necessarily, but I think he is. Like, just by proxy of them being so much better. You just don't really need him. Okay, I was a little bit afraid that I get doubled there. But yeah. Anyways, it's good. Pretty sure the boss here doesn't move. It's always a little bit sketchy with which units move and which units don't. I should probably just heal. This guy deals so much damage. I guess I'll just hand axe and heal. That sounds pretty good. Damn, you can tell how much I've already healed Nolan. He only has like one more vulnerary use left. That's crazy. Give him a kind of Thany, because I'll probably want to Thany the boss here. I know I mentioned this a million times, but I love Thany in this game. It's one of my favorite like things in this game. I just love watching it do its work. Hey, for once, Nolan actually dodged something and didn't miss himself. That is certainly a step up. 29. Okay, but I should be able to get that up to... Drop the Thany bomb, exactly. It looks like you're nuking them. It's just so cool. The only thing I don't get is Hawkeye. Oh, I really love Hawkeye. I don't know. Yeah, I guess I'm not really sure. I think Hawkeye's really good. He has, well, like you said, he's beefy. I think his beef is really impressive. Like 50 HP with like 14 defense or something, and then he actually has good res too, which is really important for M7. And like his speed sucks, but he hits so hard, and I feel like he almost doesn't need speed. Yeah, I don't know. I'm a huge Hawkeye fan. I think Hawkeye's really good, but so you're for Maxime. I think he's not recruited too late too, which I think is beneficial. Like it's kind of late, but it's not too late. Who is my? Oh, you do. Okay. With the sword killer's dubious. Yeah, that I'd have to look at that. I don't think I've ever really tried that. That might be a good strategy. I don't know, but it's not. I don't think it's like for anything in particular. I think Hawkeye he like fills all of your roles, because the thing is, like, Firm 7 is great pre-promotes, don't get me wrong, obviously Marcus, and then you're talking about like Pent or like Harkin, and even characters like, you know, Louise or Veda or whatever can still offer something, but Hawkeye's recruited, you know, well before all of those units, and his stats, like, his speed does suck. I will say the one thing about Hawkeye is his speed is like immediately not good enough, and it'll never really be good enough. That's probably his biggest area of like concern, I would say. But that bulk, man, the 50 HP with like 15 defense and res is honestly good enough for even the end game. Like, okay, the first couple turns of this chapter are always a little bit funky. Nolan goes here, only one unit can attack him. I don't get doubled here, right? There's like no way. No, that guy's a CLX anyways. It's funny how comparable that guy's stats are to Nolan's. 6 minute, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so you back up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so you can't get in there, so just go there. Sure, I might even be in Wrath. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is probably fine, right? I think I just don't move anybody else, because they all get one shot, right? 24, yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, okay. Also, I mean, have you seen his I still have 100 hit. Okay. Well, this guy actually has 33 hit. Wow. It's like weird to see people with low hit in the early game of this game. Like, you just don't see dodges. This chapter drove my sister to tears. That's how I came to own this game. Feels bad. Your sister missed out on an amazing game. This chapter is no joke, though. That's for sure. Even on non-hard mode, this chapter is no joke. Definitely nothing to screw around with. I don't want to go there because I don't want... But Edward's going to be like out of the fight. He's going to have better combat units, but whatever. Yeah, this chapter, it's a combination of like, your units aren't very strong. It's very open. There's a ton of enemies. You have to be very, very particular with your moves, or very confident in your moves throughout this chapter. Rough tutorial. Oh yeah, Radiant Dawn. I cannot imagine. It's weird that they front loaded this game. Like, it does make sense that the Dawn Brigade is so scrappy, like from a like a narrative perspective, but from a gameplay perspective, man, this is a rough place to start. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. I mean, I don't really remember playing this game on like normal mode, to be fair. So I don't remember exactly what it's like, but I don't think this chapter is a pain no matter what. I guess I could just go right here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Maybe like here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Maybe just here, and then the card. I want to do as much combat as I can, because you still can't get to me, right? Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, should be fine. At least when you're playing this on normal mode or easy mode or whatever, you can actually look at enemy ranges as opposed to this. But obviously, that's something that, you know, is pretty necessary. But yeah, no, this chapter's not easy. This might even be the hardest chapter in the game. I don't know, maybe. I wonder what the hardest chapter in this game is. It might be this. I mean, if you're just talking about game overs, it's probably that stupid Jill chapter, but I don't know. Oh, that's right. That guy doesn't move. Okay, this is actually a really good setup because we can recruit. Okay. I think I actually understand this chapter pretty well. I used to struggle when I was first learning this game. I struggled with this chapter a lot, but I think I kind of understand it a little bit better now. Love that stupid Jill chapter. Yeah, you would, Matt. You would. Matt, you missed it. I know how much you like green units suiciding themselves. That's exactly what happened at the beginning of the stream. That's why we are now reset. Actually, a character I've never seen die before died before I could even get to them, and we had to reset. So, man, I love this game. Aaron, it is you. It is. Yeah, I can find somebody to kill. You don't have to kill. Like Raven did? I forgot about Raven. Yeah. Yeah, at least Raven wasn't. That's the problem with the early game of Radiant Dawn, is everything's a goddamn game over condition. Yeah, it's stupid Raven death. You missed? Dude, Nolan and goddamn Missing. Name a more iconic duo. Holy crap. My man just doesn't want to hit. Okay, I guess either this or Aaron needs to hit. I mean, something should hit, right? One would assume. Okay. I swear, Nolan's missed like 480% or something. I mean, he has seen a lot of combat, but still. It's a bit annoying. Because he wasn't around for more than one turn. It's funny because Raven dies on every one of my playthroughs. Like, the last Fire Emblem 7 run that I did, I think he died on the like turn I recruited him. Then we didn't have Priscilla and we failed the run, and then he killed himself. Like I cannot use Raven. It's just not, it's not in my blood, you know? I just can't do it. Can't swing it. All right. So we're gonna heal, probably heal you. Cannibalism are kind of doing my opinion. I know how much you love that. Matt's favorite thing that's ever happened on this stream was Karen and the ballistas. Perfect timing? Oh yeah. I mean, that's, yeah, it's basically what happened to Fiona, to be honest. After Priscilla dies, feels bad. So I don't want to do this, right? I want to do maybe like this. I mean, the boss can go here. Maybe that's not good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean, these guys don't move. I mean, maybe just this is fine. Simply endangered himself. He needs a helmet. Clearly. Yeah, you can keep doing this, but you might want to heal. I'm pretty sure these guys don't move. Yeah, I mean, they shouldn't move. And then I'm gonna direct you guys. You guys can come up and hang out with us. Oh god, this is a little bit sketchy, but I'm pretty sure I know who moves and who doesn't here. I think. Okay, this is fine. Although actually, if Soth kills, is there any chance Soth kills? Oh no, okay. Because we want to steal the discipline skill that you get from this guy isn't like crucial, but it is handy, so I'd like to get it. 5 base defense, 2 base luck is a high risk lifestyle, very much so. That's the thing about Raven, right? I like Raven. I think Raven can be strong. You know, I wish we'd been able to use Raven, but man, at some point, unless you invest some goddess icons, Raven probably will just get crit and die. Like at some point over the course of your playthrough. Because his luck and his defense are both pretty dog shit. Wow, this guy just offered himself up on a silver platter. Okay. I mean, I'll kill you. I don't mind. Makai is a Thani with your name on it. I think I want a Thani, right? I guess I could. I don't want to do that. No complaints here, buddy. You don't have to tell me to watch Makai and nuke people twice. Okay, more speed. No defense or HP, but I did get discipline, right? Okay, I always forget. So I need to kill this guy and then we should be good. Jesus. Edward can't even double a soldier. Oh boy. Oh boy. I want a Thani with my name on it. You want to get nuked? You're gonna have to either get some armor or a horse, otherwise Thani won't be effective against you. But if you could get either of those, then I got a Thani with your name on it. My webcam blurry. No, kind of dark, but I guess I'll shove you because why not? I'm taking this a little bit slow, but hopefully we're okay. Yeah. Okay. I might be doing this a little slow. Last time, like I said, like, you don't have to do, there's no like time limit, I think, on this, but you don't want to do it too slow because eventually, like, a lot of reinforcements are going to start showing up, and I think we'll probably see that next turn. I think we're around that time. But the nice thing is we killed the boss, so we don't have to like tiptoe around him anymore. And I should be able to Thani through these generals or these knights pretty easily. Kind of wish I'd equipped the card here so I could have done more, but oh, they still didn't show up. Okay, maybe we're just chilling. Maybe we're just out here chilling. I don't know. The biggest of. Can't really kill the other one, right? That's pretty good. Yeah, okay, yeah, that's a lot better than I was expecting. I guess it is magic against a knight, but yeah. I feel like it's rare that I actually see combat out of Ileana, but I'll take it where I can get it. I'm assuming this doesn't work. Oh, I've assumed wrong. Okay, yeah, that's great actually. Let's do that. That's a little unfortunate. I could do, and then heal Ileana maybe. Yeah, I kind of wish that would have hit. That would have been better than it missing. That's for sure. 47 is pretty low. 54 is not much better. Yeah, Ileana is pretty solid. Yeah, early on, and then not so much when you get to the mercenaries, but mage with worms. So hungry all the time. Somebody just get this lady some food. I guess if I kill here, I could put Nolan. It's pretty inconsistent though, is the problem. I guess this is the most consistent. Even that's not. Well, hopefully this hits. I mean, I have 2 chances. Okay, that's good. Why can't Leonardo just be normal? Why can't he just be a good unit? Why does he have to keep trolling me? I want to love him, but the one thing he should be able to do is actually hit the enemy, and apparently he can't. I mean, Ileana's, I think, a very solid unit in both games. I wonder who's like the best unit. Like if you consider both games. I mean, I guess you could just say that Har is so dominating in this game that it's Har, or maybe it's like Jill, because Jill's good in this game and she's like exceptional in Path of Radiance. I don't know. Yeah, I didn't even think about Titania. Yeah, you're right. Titania or Jill? I think it's probably Titania. Well, I guess it depends if you think who do you think is better in this game, Jill or Titania? If you think Titania is better in this game, which I do, but I think not everybody does, then I think it's definitely Titania. But if you think Jill's better, because they're kind of like the same in Path of Radiance, right? They're pretty comparable. I mean, Jill's probably the better unit-ish. I don't know. She's better in the end. I think it's either Jill or Titania. Yeah, I would agree with that. It's definitely not Marcia. I can tell that. I can say that with confidence. So I must know. Okay. So Titania is. We've had this conversation before. I'm a bit of a Jill hater, and I remain that. But I understand that people think Jill's good in this game. Titania, I think, is very good in this game. You can make the argument that she's less important because she's on the Mercs, and the Mercs are just like really, really strong, but discover presence on the hard maps. I think Jill is more of like an LTC character, like that type of character, but I do like Titania a lot. Titania comes as like, I think she comes as like a level 16 paladin on the Mercs. Like, she's definitely one of the better mercenaries. Every 10 is a weird game to evaluate. That is very accurate. Yeah, it's tough to compare like Titania to Jill, right? Because I mean, they're both certainly like good units of their respective teams, but like you said, this game, I don't know how you would make like. I think I will probably make a tier list of this game just to have a good time, have some fun, but I don't know how you make a tier list, like. Dude, these Leonardo level ups are so depressing. Oh, the hardest part I think is definitely part 1. 100%. No, I don't think it's part 4 or the end game. The end game is a little funky. But I think it's definitely part 1. I actually don't think that Radiant Dawn is really that hard other than part 1, to be honest. She feels on par. I think her biggest downside is that she's recruited on the Mercs, and the Mercs just have infinite good units. Because I do think that she's good. I do think she's genuinely good. Like, she might be the best... She might be the best mercenary, other than, like, Ike, I guess. Like, I think she's the best mercenary. Now, of course, you get Har early on with the Mercs, so... If you want to consider him an honorary Merc, then then he's definitely the best. But I think she's probably the best mercenary. Yeah, this seems fine. I don't know if this guy can attack to here. He might be able to. I'm just going to shove one more time. Oh, wait, the archer can get to me? Actually, can I... No, because I can't attack, so there's no way he can attack me, right? Because if I can't attack from here, then he shouldn't be able to attack me from there. That's my rationale. I hope I'm correct. Do I get doubled or anything? I mean, Aaron can take hits, right? 11 defense. 11 plus 11, and I don't get doubled. Yeah, it should be fine. This is just some damage. Why not? Survive the mid game. Yeah, yeah. Titania is, I think, the best unit in FE9. But if you don't think she's the best unit, I think she's the least. I think she's either the third best unit or the best unit, depending on how you evaluate Marcia and Jill. And then in this game, I just don't know how you evaluate units in this game, to be honest. It's so tough. But she is, I think, the best mercenary, so... Titania feels impossible. Oh yeah, a lot of those early game chapters I think are near impossible without Titania, for sure. For sure. But yeah, I don't know. It's just tough in this game. Coming the other day saying Rolf is the best unit in FE9 because you can boss abuse grind him on his joining map. I have heard many similar things to that over the years. Yeah, I mean, that's definitely something you could do. You know, in Thracia, you can actually get Tanya to a level 12, or sorry, a level 20 archer on the very first map pretty easily, because in that game you get, even if you deal no damage or you miss, you still get a bunch of experience, and you can use broken weapons. Now, does that make Tanya a good unit? No, not even remotely close, but it's something you can do. Man, grinding Rolf on that boss on that I just remembered like who the boss is of that chapter. That does not sound fun at all. I've definitely read a lot of interesting comments of why characters are good over the years. Ooh, okay, that's good. HP and speed. Titania, Marcia. So I would disagree. I would say it's Titania, Marcia, Jill, but Tanith I would say, well, I think Rayson might be fourth best, but Rayson's kind of boring. But I agree with that for the most part. I think I'd have Jill in there over Tanith. Kind of got myself into a slightly awkward position here, huh? I already moved Soth, which is part of the problem. You have 12 speeds? You actually don't double me, but you do one-shot me, okay. Yeah, this positioning might not have been the best. I can't kill this guy. Okay, let's start here. You still probably be bad. Yeah, exactly. Thracia is unique. That is a good point. Thracia is very unique in that regard, but it just made me think of that because that is something you can do. So we kill this guy. We kill this guy, then we pick up Makai, and then Makai can seize next turn after I kill with Soth, I guess is the plan? Question mark? Question mark, question mark, question mark? The most, that was a great level up. All right. Love you, buddy. The most common comment that I would say I get on like tier list videos or videos where I talk about like the quality of units or whatever is somebody saying something along the lines of, hold on, before I say that, let me make sure that this is like, okay. So I could heal with Laura, then shove, then pick up. I'm assuming you can also pick up. What's your aid? Is there aid somewhere? Is aid a stat in this game? I mean, I'm assuming everyone can pick up Makaya, right? She's like tiny. Although, I might not be able to. Ileana might not be able to. Can you attack over this? I don't actually know. Well, I think I have to do this. Can you, hold on, how much? 5, 6, 6. She has 5. Can you pick up her? No, okay. That's actually a big deal. Maybe I could just kill here. Can I kill this guy maybe? Okay, please don't miss. Okay. Okay. Good, good, good. And then, are you still at game over condition? Oh, fuck me. 10 speed, so I will get doubled. There's a chance that Leonardo could die here. Now, the nice thing is, this is bad. Oh, I should have directed the ally units, whatever. So, oh God, the hit's gonna be pretty bad though. Oh no, it's 69, that's so high. No, I fucked that up. I moved Makaya too fast. Damn it. Yeah, I moved Makaya too quickly there. That was really bad by me. Damn. I was thinking so the hit on 3-range longbows in this game is like pretty ass when you get to 3 range. So I was thinking it'd be really low, but it just wasn't as low as I was hoping. Yeah, exactly, Vin. Character name was good when yeah, exactly. They dominated my playthrough, so how can you say they're not good? Spats around a lot. The only thing I'll say about that, Mark, is I don't think you have to choose between Jill and Marcia. I think you can pretty effectively train both of them. So that's why I think they're both good. I don't think you really have to choose. I think they're both just busted. But you are right. I think Tanith is great. But and so is Titania. Oh, so we think Lynn is still good? Has anybody ever thought Lynn was good? I guess when I was a kid, I probably thought Lynn was good. I can't. I just moved Makaya too fast there. I was thinking that somebody would be able to follow up on the longbow guy because he'd get weighed down, and like Edward or somebody could one round him pretty easily. But I just didn't. I moved her too fast to kill the knight, and then I was like, my brain goes like numb when Makaya has the ability to Thani kill somebody. My brain turns off, and I just hit the A button. Yeah, that was unfortunate. I still think Lynn is better than Eliwood. I don't know. They're both dog shit. I guess if we're not doing Lynn mode, if we're doing Lynn mode, then I probably agree with you. If we're not doing Lynn mode, I don't know. They're both pretty dog shit. Lynn might be better than Eliwood. I could buy that. Yeah, I could buy that. I don't know if I do, but I could buy it. Plus level ups on this attempt? God, I hope so. We had some pretty good Edward level ups. I don't know how many of these attempts I'm gonna do, to be honest. If we keep failing on the Dawn Brigade, I may just move on to Shadow Dragon. It would be Leo's. Dude, Klain, you know how the level ups he's gotten have been so dog shit. Last time, his 2 level ups were both skill and resistance. But the jiggles, that's true, that's true. Oh, the run died? That one died because Leonardo died. The first one was Fiona committing seppuku, and that one was Leonardo dying, because I had to pick up... The Fiona death, don't think was my fault. I won't take credit for that. That last game over, 100% my fault. I just moved Micaiah too early, and I didn't have a contingency plan for it. I don't have a word for good Lin yet. I suppose that's true. I suppose that's true. The Dong Brigade. Edward gang rise up. Oh yeah, Seafarer. So we were on the Fiona chapter, right? The Fiona join chapter when I first started the stream, and I've never seen this before. I've never seen Fiona die. She literally died the turn she became a green unit. Like the Myrmidon that can always attack her walked up and one shot her with a crit. I've never seen that before. So that's how that died. And then the last run died because I moved Micaiah kind of too quickly, and then I had to pick up with Leonardo, and you can probably guess what happened after that. Oh, my homies love Edward. Edward is great. Edward's bad because he's bad at my playthrough? True. True, though. Mark's spitting facts out here. But this will be the one. This will be the one. This will be the one. Fortune you sell. No, Meg's gonna be busted. Meg and Edward are gonna be like the power team. You just wait. You just wait. Meg over Edward? I don't think anyone's gonna disagree with that. She has the blood of heroes. That's true. That's true. Very accurate. 8. I can't kill here, right? 8 plus 8 actually is a kill, yeah. Honestly, I feel like we have to just keep resetting until Leonardo gets like a relevant stat on a level up. I don't know what the odds of that is. I feel like it's pretty small. Oh, this is bad. This has to hit. Well, watch me fail another run when this misses. Okay, nice. Peace conversation I skip. How can you skip her conversation? She's delightful. The Braum carry of this run. The problem with, and this is what kind of sucks about Radiant Dawn, is like, you can't really carry from the Dawn Brigade. I wish we could too. I wish Meg could just be like my MVP, and maybe she will be, who knows, but the problem is like the Dawn Brigade just gets forgotten after the first part, basically. At least it goes faster because we get to skip the dialogue. I could turn the animation to map only. Although I kind of like the animation in this game. Oh, well. She carry like everybody else. But I don't, it's just tough to carry in the Dawn Brigade, you know? Maybe if we can get her strong enough after part 1, that would be good. Capped HP, speed, skill, and defense. What, what? Is he a swordmaster or like a true blade? I wish we had an Edward like that. The Dumped Brigade. Who doesn't know the Fiona's a... Oh, really? It might only... Maybe it's only for like hard mode or something? Because yeah, I can say, I mean, if you want proof, you can go back in the VOD. I can say with absolute certainty that it is definitely a game over. Swordmaster level 15, damn. That's the thing, like Edward, I think in the end will I don't know what his defense growth is, but he is really strong. It's just he's so frail at the beginning. Like 20 health, 5 defenses. Questionable. All right, maybe we can get a little bit luckier. We got pretty unlucky with Nolan last time we did this chapter. We taint for Fiona. Well, that guy always, you know what? This guy always attacks Nolan. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This guy, I wonder if I can actually change my strategy here a little bit. I don't know. Nyla clears for Fiona. Now he attacks me? Okay. This guy, so we've been doing this chapter a lot, and this guy always attacks Nolan, so I thought maybe I could get him to attack Edward, but I guess this worked out. I was just afraid that Edward would go into Wrath, and that maybe he would, like, crit him to death or something. But I guess that didn't happen. That's actually much better. We'll be in a much better position on this chapter than I normally am. Edward game. That was a good level up. That was a really good level up. Edward needs, I mean, he needs bulk too, but he needs strength and he needs speed, and he got both, so. Very good level up. Our Edward last time was pretty good too. We just had to reset. Nice. Okay, this was a much better turn 1. We got to damage this guy. Everyone's damaged. Nolan didn't miss. Yeah, this was a much better turn 1. Makai is still dog shit, but that's okay. Actually, the miss on Edward is pretty huge because now Edward... Yeah, this is great. I better see a True Blade Edward. Unless I decide to start hacking. I'm not sure that'll happen. Ooh, you never know though. You never know. Yeah, because Edward gets a kill here now, and Makai gets to kill the other guy. Yeah, this is a much better start to this chapter than I've been doing recently. Oh, that's a really good, yeah, that's a really good point. I didn't think about that. Yeah, that's true. Because Nolan doesn't actually do any combat, so you can shove. And Edward, yeah, I know what you're talking about, Vin. That's cool. Well, when we inevitably fail this playthrough, I'll try that. I mean, I think this positioning seemed to work pretty well too, but that, because with this positioning, Nolan gets to deal damage, and I think I might like this positioning slightly better. But that does sound pretty cool. I know what you're talking about. I say that, and Nolan's about to die. But this is the only other person that can reach him. Last time Nolan missed like 2 attacks or something, and this looked a little sketchy, so. Yeah, that's fine. It's funny in this chapter because visiting the house, like, it seems easy, and obviously it is, but you really want to be doing stuff with your units basically on every turn, so it's actually kind of hard to find a time to, like, visit the house. Like this one. So this guy doesn't move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so just go, like, here then. Yeah, that should be fine. Because, like, for example, right now, I'd much rather be healing with Edward than visiting the house, but I think visiting the house is a good idea. I can heal with Edward next turn. Armor Knight Micaiah. She did get a defense. She also got a strength, which is kind of weird. Armor Knight Micaiah. My goat. Okay, nice. Okay, that was pretty good. Just heal. Just an herb should be fine. And then I'm assuming this is like bad but not too bad. Yeah, bad but not too bad is a good way to describe that. So do this. Oh, I could have attacked this guy. I probably should have done that. Oh well. And then give me the hand axe and use the vulnerary. I mean, I could improve my team a little bit if I actually use the Draco shield, which maybe... Oh, I'm so stupid. Oh, I have to reset again. Oh, no. I don't know why my brain didn't realize that that guy could attack over the little carriage there. You know, I think I've actually lost a run in this exact way before. For some reason, my brain just doesn't think that should work. Oh, he actually would have lived if I had healed him to full. Oh no, I think he still would have died. I think he still would have died. Oh man. We're back to the Radiant Dawn. Can't get past chapter 2. Fuck me. All right, well, 4th time's the charm. Alright, just time to say, welcome, Dino. Deadward indeed. Fuck. I'm pretty sure I've lost a run in the past to that exact same issue. For some reason, like I said, my brain just cannot. My brain doesn't think you should be able to attack over that or something. I don't know. How many failures are you allowing before you go to Shadow Dragon? That is a good question. Well, I'm probably going to end the stream fairly soon. I'll at least go until the end of the stream. We'll see if we can get a run going. Maybe we'll do whatever the run is at the end of the stream. We'll make that the run, and then we'll move on to Shadow Dragon. I'd like to get out of the Dawn Brigade, but it kind of feels like I'm incapable of doing that. I have confusion. Me too, Melkin. I thought she was gonna solo the game, but apparently not. It's okay, I believe. I don't know how many attempts last time it was before I got out of the Dawn Brigade. It must have been a lot. Last time I remember, it was a lot of attempts to get out of the Dawn Brigade, and then I failed a chapter on the first Joffrey, on the first Crimean Knights chapter. I failed a playthrough on the Bridge chapter, and then I failed a playthrough on the very first part 2 chapter. That was actually the most brutal. I had a playthrough that got past the Dawn Brigade, and then the first chapter, oh sorry, not the first chapter of part 2, that's the one where you're in the skies. But the second chapter of part 2 is when you have Nephany and Braum. And I started the stream, this is a long time ago, but I started the stream on that chapter and like immediately lost. And just ended stream. It was so sad. So last time it took me a long time. Did I not trigger Wrath? That was weird. Okay, I want speed, but I'll take strength. There's a lot of deceptively hard spots. Yeah, very, very true. This game is no joke. Even on normal or even on easy, to be honest, like the enemies scale pretty solidly. Like the only reason I would say that at least the end game is not too bad is because once you get to basically tier 3 any unit, they become like pretty busted. And you can tier 3 a lot of units, but man, part 1 and part 2 can be very challenging. Oh, Goldie. I think he said he was leaving for half an hour, but I appreciate the follow. I didn't see that. Thank you. I'll try to make Edward great for you. Gives me analysis paralysis. Yeah, this game's interesting. I would recommend it, obviously, but can be a little much. Radiant Dawn is definitely one of the most unique Fire Emblem games, that's for sure. I do think this game's a lot more fun to play if you're not Iron Manning. Like, I don't think it's as annoying as Maniac mode, but especially because so many failures are in part 1, I think it's a little bit annoying. But the tier 3 units and the just amount of units in the game, I think, make it really fun. There's a lot of replayability in it. I think it's a really, really fun game. Just double the one bandit fell off. This guy's garbage. Absolutely terrible. I agree. Lurking the whole time, Pano exposed. It seems that way, doesn't it? To be fair, I've never said that I was good at Radiant Dawn. I suck at part 1 of Radiant Dawn. I was surprised that we even got these level ups on Edward, man. Not it. Radiant Dawn's tough, man. Radiant Dawn is tough. All right, well, these level ups on Edward. Unfortunately, we finally gotten a bad Edward. So do I want to do the shove thing? We can try it. I've never done it before. We can try it. Let's see how this works. You know what's funny? When Vin mentioned that strategy, I was like, and then I was like, oh, I was like joked, when we inevitably do this chapter again, I'll try it. But in my mind, I was like, I won't do this chapter again. Look at us now. Look at me now. God, Edward is something else. Just charging his RNG. Edward looking like Leo with his level ups. Yeah, that's the thing. Edward knows that this isn't a true run. Like, we're just gonna fail this one too, so he's like, I'll save my RNG. I'll save my RNG for next time. I know you're just gonna fuck this up. He's been watching. This is a 90? 90 sounds pretty good. Yeah. I don't want to go into Wrath. I thought Wrath was under half, but I guess it's not. Is it like a fourth? What's Wrath exactly? Oh, 30%. Oh, I didn't know that. I do kind of like this strat. I feel like this is kind of nice. It takes a lot of the burden off Nolan, which is cool. Okay. That other fighter doesn't move, so it's not like Nolan's about to die or anything. Thank God. So, can you kill? Okay. Can you kill, actually, this guy? Ooh. Can you kill? Oh, wow. My team's insane. Okay, let's do this first because Leo's could miss, so we'll start there. So I did change it. Obviously, as you can see, I did change it to map only. Once we get to where we were last time, I'll change it. I'll turn on the animations. Because I do really like the animations in this game, but, you know, we keep failing, so. Yeah, this sounds pretty good. It's vulnerary. Edward doesn't double this guy either. Now he could actually Wrath, and that would just be a good thing, so. Yeah, I like this strat, Vin. I think this is nice. I'll probably use this in the future. I think normally your Edward's a little bit better, so it's a little bit easier in that regard, but I like this. I think this makes a lot of sense. No. Sure. Yeah. 2 turns further into this map. I meant more like the first playthrough that we lost, but yeah. Yeah, that's a good point. Like 2 turns further into this map. Jesus Christ. I'm getting flashbacks, man. I feel like most of the people watching now weren't watching back in the day when I did the Radiant Dawn runs, but they were rough, man. I reset a lot. It's all coming back to me now. Okay, so dude, Leo is actually doing some work. Vulnerary here. Edward is still doing absolutely nothing useful. I'm trying to, because he keeps losing like 1 health every time I herb. I'm trying to get to the point, because now he'll go to 6 HP. I wonder if that's enough. I'm trying to get him to the point where he actually does proc Wrath. I think he might be there. New channel for recommended clip of Titania getting bogged. Oh, so you actually found my channel on the Radiant Dawn playthroughs. I don't even remember that happening, to be honest, but I had a lot of runs where a lot of characters died, so I'm sure it did. That's funny. Compared through Wheelie, dude, Wheelie's like my my goat. I love Wheelie. I mean, it's yeah, especially those Radiant Dawn ones. When you're like learning a game and you're just doing them over and over again, they can really blend together. Okay, so last time the boss moved, but I'm pretty sure he doesn't move unless he gets attacked. Yeah, okay. I was a little nervous because he can probably kill Leonardo, but I was like pretty sure. Dude, Leo's popping off. All right, big level up here. He just won't get strength or speed. It's just not something he can do. Okay, so even if it's a crit, I still don't die. Perfect. That's okay. The only important character is Meg. Wait, why did he... Wait, hold on a minute. What just happened? Oh. I thought it said 5. Did it say 7? Am I just like... Can I just not see things correctly? I don't know. Leonardo sucks? Yeah, I think that's true. Is this the Meg run? I hope so. I mean, everyone else is shitting the bed thus far, so... Except, Oh no, wait, that was last time when she got the defense. Look at these stats. Oh my god. When I googled best Fire Emblem streamer Mecha a couple years ago, Google was like, did you mean Panalino Bambino? Did you mean Panalino Bambino? No, in fact, no, Google, I didn't, but thank you. I love you too. I love you too, Wheelie. Wheelie's like an OG. There's a couple OGs. I love everybody that frequents the streams, of course. I've said this many times before, but you know, I love playing Fire Emblem. I have played it for nobody in the past, and I may do it in the future, but it's nice to have people experience it with me. I would be sitting here playing Fire Emblem, you know, whether I streamed or not, so it's nice to be able to experience it with others. Oh, he doesn't get doubled again. Maybe I'm just crazy and Nolan never gets doubled here. I could have sworn he did though. Base Google, it knew. It knew. Do you think Mecha would fail this Radiant Dawn playthrough 5 times in a row or whatever? Nah, only a true Fire Emblem god like Panalino Bambino can provide that. I'm clearly the best Fire Emblem player. Clearly. Has it been that accurate in years? Clearly. Assuming Edward doesn't double here. And he isn't proccing Wrath either. This Edward, man. I'm not going to be too harsh on Edward because we've had a great Edward, or at least a good Edward, on every single attempt, which is like 5 at this point. But this Edward is dog, man. This Edward is not good. Part of the problem with early game Radiant Dawn is because the experience gain is very limited, it's tough to, like, if you get 1 or 2 bad level ups, that can kind of just be it. It's tough. You definitely need to get good level ups really fast to stay relevant. It's letting units die means you love it more. Exactly. I'm not sure that Kaga intended every unit to be a game over like this game, but I do agree. There we go. Okay, there's Nolan getting doubled. I'm not crazy. He does get doubled. Good, I'm glad my unit gets doubled. That is not quite enough. 76, huh? It's not great. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I guess Leo can like set it up and then, yeah. Sounds pretty good. I guess you can, yeah, that's fine. This chapter is pretty straightforward. This one's not too bad. I shouldn't say that because it definitely means I'm about to fail, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah. Again, the big thing about this chapter is you just have to be aware that Nolan can potentially get doubled. If you're a little too aggressive with Nolan, like right off the bat, you can experience some problems, but as long as you know, aren't too stupid with Nolan, this chapter's not too bad. This guy I think has steal, so he probably does a double mate, yeah. Oh, actually, for anyone that doesn't know, for anyone that hasn't played this game, there's a bunch of new weapons in this game, but there's actually a completely new type called bronze. So in most Fire Emblem games, obviously there's iron, steel, and silver, but in this game they introduced bronze. So the only weapon you can use at E rank is bronze, which is actually the reason that despite having D, Leonardo can't use the steel bow at base, because you have to be C. And there's also SS in this game, not just S. I don't know why I just thought of that, but for anyone that doesn't know, more defense and HP. Okay. So I think this guy doesn't move and this guy doesn't move, but this guy does. I don't really know how that helps me right now, but it is a thing. You can attack me if you want. Actually binged him. Good old, we all love Bing, right? The only thing I know about Bing is, oh, never mind. I was gonna say something weird. Yeah, get this guy to come down. Playing this pretty slow, but that's okay. Our team isn't particularly good. I guess, yeah, I'd rather have you die to Nolan, so let's see that. Okay, nice. Nice, nice, nice. Oh, maybe this guy can't reach me? I'm pretty sure he does move. Maybe I go there? I don't know. Again, so you can't see enemy ranges in this game, as I've said many times. And normally that isn't, oh, who has my hand axe right now? Normally that isn't the biggest deal in the world, but the one area that it actually annoys me is I have a really hard time trying to figure out how much these gaps actually reduce player movement, or any movement for that matter. Now I know I could probably look it up and just learn it, but it's definitely the part in the game that I struggle with the most. The Swordmasters are the only 2-2BR class they can get. Oh! Yeah, I read it the other way too, Caskin. Really? Wait, that is kind of weird. I wonder why that is. Huh. And only male Swordmasters. Yeah, that's interesting. At tier 2. Huh. Yeah, I don't know. That's interesting. I definitely did not know that. Yeah, I'd be curious as to why that's the case. I'm trying to think if there's like a Swordmaster where that matters or where they would want to do it. But there's no like special Swordmaster or anything. I mean, I guess they're masters of the sword. It's weird though that the female Swordmaster wouldn't have that. Maybe it's just like an oversight or something. I don't know. Kind of weird. All right, 15. Let me just make sure. Actually, can you survive? Makai has 4 defense, by the way, which is kind of nuts. Unfortunately, her speed is dog shit, so she gets doubled. But 4 defense is kind of pog. So attacking up a gap in this game and attacking down a gap, you get a ton of hit and you lose a ton of hit when you attack up or down. So normally you can use units who would otherwise like really struggle like Leonardo pretty effectively here, but as you can see, you can still get hit. but the hit goes down pretty considerably. So you don't want to abuse it too much, but you can abuse it a little bit. Well, your damage is just... Whew. I didn't know anybody was capable of dealing damage like that. I know if I get to get right away. He made my point pretty effectively, like that you still can get hit. Yeah, 38%. And it's 22 on Nolan. When you get further in the game, it'll start to be like 0% and stuff, like 19s, but at this point, our units are pretty dog shit, so. Good old Leonardo getting hit, not just once, getting hit twice. Actually, my goat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So you go here and greet that guy. Big kill for Micaiah here, why not? One of the biggest issues with Micaiah is that her speed is really low. Micaiah is very frail. Like, she has very low defense and HP, which is not good. But also her speed is really low, and the enemies are pretty darn fast. So that's a reason you never want to like actually do combat with Micaiah, like ever. If you can get her to about like maybe 10 speed, then you can start like considering it, but at base it's pretty rough. You should make him your carry instead of Meg. Dude, he's so bad. And I swear, out of the like 5 level ups I've seen him get over all these playthroughs, he's gotten nothing but skill and res. I swear, man. It has been so rough. Like, I'm pretty sure we haven't seen one even remotely good level up. And he can't even kill this guy. At least he can set it up for Edward. That is a good point, though. If I truly want a meme, you know, Meg is a meme, but Leonardo might be the most memey of them all. Ooh, defense and HP. Laura's also kind of in that area where she's not that fast. Yeah, she only has 5 base speed. Having really low HP or defense is obviously bad, but when you combine that with low speed, you start to get in a position where you get one shot a lot of the time, and even if you don't, they probably just double you, which is really not a good position to be in. Man, it's such a shame our our Edward is so bad. That might make the next chapter a little more difficult, but we'll see. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't think Laura's enough health to get 2-shot. I don't think so either. She only has 17, which is funny because that's actually how much Leonardo has at base. That's what I mean though, like, these units can't even take 1 hit and they also get doubled. That guy just dealt no damage to me, by the way. Soth is a beast. Thankfully, these bronze weapons are really weak, so Leo can at least take that hit. Danny, man, this seems very familiar to something I did earlier in this stream. +5 speed. Yeah, that's true. I wasn't really, I've never really thought about thresholds like that, but +5 innate speed from that does seem good. And the thing is, and somebody mentioned it before, like, I actually, if you can get Leo to around 10, and you can like master seal him and then use that bow, because I think he needs to be, maybe he doesn't need to be promoted, but even just like a kind of crappy sniper Leo with that bow, like +5 speed goes a long way. It is a lot of speed to get. Like, he's not good, but he can at least do something, potentially. Okay, and I don't get doubled because I checked this guy, so it should be good. Yeah. I'm always a little worried, especially with Nolan. Because like I said, Nolan gets doubled a lot more than you might expect. Oh, what's my hit here? This will be safe. Yeah, even if we miss, it's okay. Okay, very nice. Our Nolan's doing pretty good. I mean, Nolan always does well, but honestly, all three of the like special weapons you get during part 3, I think are pretty good. But that one definitely seems like the best because isn't Nolan's is like +5 defense, right? And then I think Edward's might be like +5 luck, maybe. I don't quite remember. But yeah, +5 speed is no joke, that's for sure. Ooh, more speed. Okay, I like that. Yeah, I think Nolan's is defense because I remember, because you can in what's for defense for Nolan? Okay, because in the part 3 chapter with the Lagoos, I remember you can obviously you can use a crossbow or whatever with Beast Foe to absolutely obliterate the Lagoos, but then you can trade onto. Well, I should manage my inventory a little bit better here. But then you can trade him onto the special weapon and get the +4 defense so he can survive a little bit more efficiently. You can tell our Makai hasn't gotten very much magic because I barely one-shot that guy. Okay, more magic, more HP too. Alright, so Edward, take your items. And then unfortunately Leo cannot use this at base, but you could take it. +8 luck for Edward might be good. I mean, you're kind of relying on his avoid at that point, so. Okay, let's get out of here. Okay, I think this is where I'm gonna end the stream for today. Yeah, obviously a lot of failures. I don't fully know how many attempts I want to do. I might just make this the last attempt, and when this fails, I move on to Shadow Dragon. I need to find a copy of Shadow Dragon to play, but yeah. No deaths on this playthrough, which is something. As long as you learn something, it's not a mistake. The Fiona, as brutal as the Fiona death was, I actually kind of like the Fiona death because I've never seen her die there, and I feel like that is good information to have. Don't trust Leonardo. For Shadow Dragon, we'll do hard 5. We'll do the hardest. I've done a Shadow Dragon run before, so I'm fairly familiar with that game at least. But yeah, once we get past Shadow Dragon, then I haven't completed any Iron Man, so that's when we're in uncharted waters. Shadow Dragon is another one though where you can fail the early game, like this game. You can fail the early game like over and over again, but once you get out of the early game, then it's pretty easy, or at least not that bad. But yeah, we'll do hard 5 for Shadow Dragon, but yeah. So I'll be back tomorrow, and we will keep playing this playthrough, and yeah, I'll decide, like I said, whether I want to move on to Shadow Dragon or keep doing this if we fail. But let's just not fail. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time.